Welcome to Mysteries to Die For and this toe tag. I am TG Wolff and I'm here with Jack, my piano player and producer. This is normally a podcast where we combine storytelling with original music to put you at the heart of a mystery. Today is a bonus episode that we call a toe tag. It's the first chapter from a fresh release in the mystery, crime, or thriller genre. And today's featured release is Someone Had to Lie by Jack Luellen. A gunshot sound blares from the microphone. Aguilar! Aguilar! James' face turns ashen. Aguilar? The salty mist engulfing the Newport Beach shoreline during the morning and early afternoon hours has ebbed back out to sea, leaving in its wake a clear sky and unseasonably warm temperatures. The Newport Beach Country Club sits across the Pacific Coast Highway from Newport Beach, looking out toward the vast Pacific Ocean, interrupted by stunning views of Balboa Island and Balboa Peninsula. The Country Club is not a mecca for the masses. Home to a par 71, 6,584-yard golf course composed of meticulously manicured grass, the club is private and exclusive, with membership by invitation only and sponsorship by multiple current members required. The club's website notes its staff are not permitted to provide a prospective member with membership information, as such information is provided only to club members. The club's code advises that members and guests are to conduct themselves as ladies and gentlemen and are not to interfere with others' enjoyment of the club. On this early spring evening, the club bustles with the activity of the Spring Kickoff Gala and charity fundraiser. Tiki torches and several outdoor fire pits illuminate the grounds against the methodically darkening skies. A gentle breeze refreshingly cools the warm air. James Butler and Erica Walsh stroll among the fashionable guests, exchanging idle pleasantries. James is one of the younger and newer full members, while Erica has participated in club activities since she was a child. Moving to the edge of the crowd, their walk slows to a stop as they gaze up the hill toward the shops of Fashion Island and Big Canyon beyond it. I do love a man in a tuxedo, Erica remarks, softly kissing James. I do what I must to try to keep up. As James speaks, he checks the cell phone in his chest pocket, declines a call, and returns the phone. Aguilar, he informs Erica. Why would he be calling this late on a Saturday night, she asks. I have no idea. What's he been up to, she asks. No idea there either. I talked to him a week or two ago, just for a few minutes. He said he was puttering around on a couple of things to keep himself from being too bored at home. I told him it was more likely Rosalia was tired of seeing his face and made him find a hobby. Funny, Erica says wryly. Did he say anything specific about what he was doing? No, and I didn't ask. Well, you can check on him tomorrow, she says. Let's head back and see if we can find my dad. He should have been here already, Erica says. Oh, the infamous casual tardiness in full swing, James teases. Would you expect anything different? No, I would not. On our wedding day, I assumed he'd meet us at the altar and someone else would walk you down the aisle. James and Erica locked hands and weaved toward the clubhouse, for the vibration of another call causes James to pause. He glances at the phone screen and returns it to his pocket without answering. Aguilar again? Erica inquires. Yeah. Okay, that's a little weird, Erica observes. It's very weird, James concurs. About 18 months ago, their adventure in Mexico resulted in the arrest of Mexican drug lord Rafael Rafa Caro Quintero for the 1985 murder of DEA agent Enrique Kiki Camarena in Guadalajara. Since then, James and agent Joe Aguilar had kept in close touch and become fast friends. Erica, calls a voice from the patio. Dad, Erica replies, guiding James by the hand to Brian Castle, standing by the fire pit. I'm happy you made it, finally. Hugging Erica and shaking hands with James, Brian responds to his daughter's chastisings. I'm sorry, you know how it is. Of course we do, replies James. We're just happy you're here now. It's a gorgeous night. James and Erica return their focus to the cell phone, vibrating yet again inside James' pocket. Aguilar? Again? Erica inquires as James shows her the phone screen. You should call him back. Do you want me to try to find a room you can hide out in? No, James says. I'll walk over toward the parking lot. I know how twitchy Carl gets about cell phones. Maybe not for you, but definitely for me. Okay, Erica says. I'm concerned. I'm sure it's fine, James reassures before kissing Erica and heading into the clubhouse. What's going on? Brian asks. I'm not sure, Dad, but I have a very bad feeling. James darts through the clubhouse to an area near the parking lot, searching for a more private spot to make his call. Dialing the number from his recent calls list, James is surprised to hear Aguilar's voicemail. Pacing back and forth, James waits to try again, only to connect with the voicemail once more. What do I do now? James wipes his brow with the back of his hand, staring at the moon shimmering above the horizon. Moments later, a call comes in from an unknown number. James Butler. James? Aguilar, what's going on? I'm at a reception with Erica and her dad. You have us worried. I'm sorry to interrupt, James, but we were wrong. Whoa. Slow down and tell me what's going on. Who's we? And wrong about what? James asks. I can't slow down, James. I don't have much time. It's bigger than what we thought, and now we're in danger. You aren't making sense. What's bigger? James asks. All of it. I can't explain now, but you need to watch your back and take care of Erica until I can get a handle on this, Aguilar says. Where are you? I tried calling your cell phone, but it went straight to voicemail, James asks. I'm in Yuma, Arizona. My phone's dead. I'm at a payphone, Aguilar answers. I didn't know there were any of those left. Look, I don't have time to discuss recent changes in telecommunications. I need you to promise to be careful and to stay out of this. You know perfectly well I won't promise to stay out of this, whatever the hell this is, James says firmly. James is startled by the roar of a gunshot blast from the phone's tiny microphones. Aguilar! Aguilar! James' face turns ashen. Aguilar? The phone receiver rustles, interrupted by a deep voice. Goodbye. For now. Oh my God, what has happened? And there you have Chapter 1 from Someone Had to Lie by Jack Luellen. So here is our review. Someone Had to Lie is a political mystery/thriller. DEA agent Joe Aguilar is dead. His life was taken as he talked to his friend, defense attorney James Butler. His last words, "It was bigger than we thought, and now we're in danger." Now James and his wife Erica Walsh are on a perilous quest to find the truth behind Aguilar's death. Bottom line, Someone Had to Die is for you. Someone Had to Lie is for you if you like political mysteries told against the backdrop of true crime. James Butler and his wife/partner Erica Walsh are on a quest to hold accountable the person responsible for Joe Aguilar's death. The file James inherited has no coherency, but articles and notes did have a theme: fentanyl. Their starting point is the place where Joe was investigating something secretively, where he died using a payphone, Yuma, Arizona. With the fictional story set against the persons and events associated with the Mexican cartel, including the 1985 murder of DEA agent Enrique "Kiki" Camarena, Someone Had to Lie is an outstanding read for both lovers of political thrillers and true crime junkies. This crossover novel gives context to the complex and dangerous world lived in by people on both sides of the battle. James is our storyteller and lead detective. He is a man of high morals and values with connections and resources that enable this amateur detective to connect into closed societies. Erica is his wife and investigative partner. She is a paralegal in the law firm where her father and husband are partners. It is clear she is a paralegal by choice, preferring to stay in the background to work her brand of magic. Throughout the book, both act true to their natures and drive the story with their unwillingness to let their friend's death be written off as a robbery gone bad. There are many supporting characters. Tim Spear and Arthur Collins, CIA operatives. Bobby Burgess, NFL pro turned PI. Bill Belmont, DEA agent. Brian Wilson, retired reporter. And a myriad of experts, some polished, some not, who helped James and Erica move from stepping stone to stepping stone. Their stories aren't always pretty, and the same can be said for the consequences of their decisions to help. These minor characters, with their well-developed background and expertises, were truly one of my favorite parts of this book. Setting for this book is more about the complex world of cartels, drug dealing, and law enforcement rather than a particular place. In many ways, Yuma, Arizona could be replaced with a number of other cities, where the societal structure and mechanisms of moving drugs cannot, making it the true setting. The logic of James and Erica's actions are fairly straightforward as they follow one lead to the next to the next. The logic of the bad guys is more interesting and less obvious to understand as Someone Had to Lie does an excellent job of protecting their identity. This is not a story where the detectives hit a brick wall at the end and the bad guy steps out and says, "Here I am." Now you're going to have to think on this one. The complex nature of the story is both a strength and a weakness. There are passages that read more like a lecture from a university class or excerpt from a legal document. True crime lovers will absolutely eat these up. Personally, I had a little bit of trouble following some of the passages, understanding really how it connected into the story of James and Erica. If you're someone who has trouble with too many characters, my advice is to treat these passages as descriptions of the setting, holding on to the events and the drivers, and not necessarily the names of the people and the relationships. Someone Had to Lie is the second book in the James Butler mystery series. The first one is called Someone Had to Die, which is why I have gotten those words mixed up a time or two. So my apologies to Jack Luellen for those oopses. That's what you get when we would do things live. Luellen does an excellent job with the hints to the past struggles, the life-threatening situations, and the trust born in danger that give James and Erica a credibility to jump into Aguilar's death that otherwise would have felt like a stretch. I did not read the first book, but I did follow this one without it. Reading the first, Someone Had to Die, would have given a deeper understanding of some of the character relationships. But in my opinion, it's a nice to have. This story really felt independent. Yes, there were some of the characters that carried over, but the storyline seemed to stand on its own. Someone Had to Lie was released from Torch Flame Books and is promoted by Partners in Crime Tours. It's available from Amazon and other book retailers. Let me introduce you to our author, Jack Luellen. Jack is a Denver, Colorado attorney with more than 30 years of experience. In practice, he has tried cases to courts and juries and written hundreds of briefs, motions, and memoranda to state and federal courts, including federal courts of appeal and the United States Supreme Court. In 1990, Jack first started working on cases related to the 1985 kidnapping and murder of DEA agent Enrique Camarena, and has investigated the case in the years since that time. Jack's investigations have taken him to foreign countries and included interviews with witnesses, both notorious and infamous. Catch up with Jack on his website, llewellenwriting.com, and on social media. Links are in the show notes. Wondering what to read after you finish Someone Had to Lie? Partners in Crime Tours is your ultimate destination for all things mystery, crime, thriller, and cozy. Since 2011, they've been working to fill bookshelves with gripping and heart-pounding reads. Discover new mystery series in connection to other fans with Partners in Crime. Look up Partner in Crime Tours on the web or your favorite social media. Links are in the show notes. And authors. Whether you're looking to promote your latest thriller, discover a new mystery series, or connect with fellow fans of a genre, PICT has you covered. Check out their promotion options that come with the personal attention of a dedicated coordinator. Join us next week for Mysteries to Die For Season 8, Anything But Murder. It's lucky number 13, where race fixing is our murderless crime. Join us for The Butterfly Stroke Effect, by Ken Harris. All right, Jack, take us out.